All right, guys. Happy episode 25. Welcome to the Metamine Street podcast. I'm Nick. That's Jeremy. And today we're talking spooky surprises, Roosevelt galore, and a big upgrade to our 3D printing game. Let's get into it. Alrighty, man. Well, first off, happy episode 25.
Episode 25. If you guys have been here for 25 episodes, thank you so much.
If you've listened to us for 25 hours and then some,
that's true. It's about
God
25 hours of content there. Yeah, that's true.
That's
Plus, we're not
crazy.
even counting your live streams, actually.
Oh my God. You count those, it's like an extra 12 plus hour. Well, yeah, usually about 12 hours probably extra there. So, but oh my goodness. Yeah, that's crazy. And then bonus videos and all that fun stuff. But seriously, guys, we can't thank you all enough. I just got to say, man, our reels lately, I don't know what it is. I don't know if your friends, Buzz helped take us off or Milo did, but either way, we're doing pretty good. And then that concert footage from last week helped a lot too. Everyone definitely seemed to like some good Pirates of the Caribbean. And maybe at some point I'll put some more content to that up because I had a lot of really good footage from that. So, it's been a fun week. So anyways, but how was your week?
It was good. It's getting cold around here. It's fall. Like last week was the start of fall. Now we're really in the swing of it. Spooky season is upon us. And we're getting ready for it. We're getting ready for Halloween. I'm excited.
Right on. No, it's been summer's not ready to quit here yet. It's been in the 80s every day still. So
wow,
it's been a little toasty, and we're getting ready to cut down all the corn cobs. So it's been fun. But yeah, you can tell fall is in the air. So is all the dust, and all that good stuff is coming. So, dude, we had some an announcement that happened. A little bit of sad news, but take us into it, man. What do we got going on here?
Yeah, so unfortunately, sad to share that the passing of Dr. Jane Goodall happened. We were recording this on Thursday, so yesterday, October 1st. She lived a full, awesome life and lived to the age of 91. Excellent for her. If you don't know much about Jane Goodall, she was a British primatologist and conservatist who revolutionized science by revealing that chimpanzees use tools, form social bonds, and share traits once throughout unique to humans. So she founded the Jane Goodall Institute and the Roots and Shoots Youth Program, dedicating her life to wildlife conservation, and empowering people to protect the planet. She's recognized worldwide. She was named the Dame of the British Empire and served as the UN Messenger of Peace. Yeah, she's very well known. The work she did is actually absolutely incredible. She was also an advisor for Disney's Animal Kingdom when it was in its earliest concept art, and she wanted to ensure the authenticity of the Animal Kingdom and make sure that it portrays the message of conservation, which I think they do extremely well. If you actually go to the Tree of Life, underneath you will find a plaque and a carving by David Greybeard, which is that chimp right there is supposed to be the first chimp ever studied that she studied, and there's a plaque there as a memorial for that. So she's awesome, and I saw a quote by Bob Iger today. On behalf of her passing. And he said, "I'll never forget when she was asked by a reporter where in the world she would choose to live if she were an animal. Her response was Disney's Animal Kingdom because of that's where animals get the best care." So that's awesome. Is cool that she said that. That's a big, that's a big thing to say coming from her,
Well, and I think it's also really important to understand, guys, that I'll be the first to admit Animal Kingdom is not my favorite park. in the sense of maybe, what we would think of traditional park is, right? We have Animal Kingdom is kind of your most incredible zoo in the world meets theme park. So it kind of puts those two together in a sense. But the crazy part about Animal Kingdom, it's not a zoo. It's nothing where the animals necessarily have to feel like they're in any kind of harm or danger or just on display. If you've ever taken Kilimanjaro safaris, you'll know that it's an open prairie everywhere they go, or open savanna. And although they keep them respectively in their areas, they say it all the time, when you go on the safari, they have the right of way. So that ride, it's crazy. People will go ahead and tell you like, oh, well, the weight's up so high. That could really actually be because you have a crash, which is a group of rhinos going across the tracks or something like that, and it just kind of staying there. So it's important to keep that in mind. And also just the fact that Animal Kingdom has done such a great effort with their conservation efforts is just incredible. They're one of the biggest in the world for it. And they've even come up with some really amazing things. One of them actually being something that I find fascinating is bees keeping elephants away from farmers' land and all that out in Africa. There's a big issue out there where elephants like to go ahead and go on farmers' property. It causes obviously a lot of destruction, a lot of issues. Nothing necessarily that the elephants are their fault for, just things that we don't want to have happen. So they found that bees actually keep the elephants away. The honeybees do, and they provide an awesome source of honey, and just do a great job helping the plants pollinate and everything like that. It just do an excellent job, and it was all stuff that was developed at Disney World, at Animal Kingdom, with the help of a lot of different scientists. So if you ever get a chance, you could do any of the back tour or backstage tours of that area. Incredible park to go do it at, and would definitely recommend it. It's on my bucket list for sure.
Definitely. I didn't even know they offer some of those tours. But yeah, if you guys, Animal Kingdom is awesome. If you really want to learn about more detail of their conservation efforts, I would suggest you take a ride on Rafiki's Planet Watch and hit up that area, because you can see, where they treat animals and a lot of behind the scenes looks on how much they do to take care of them. So, anyways, Jane Goodall, rest in peace. Definitely will never be forgotten for your work, and yeah, we'll miss her for sure.
Absolutely.
Moving right along, let's get into some Roosevelt drops, our favorite topic every week.
Dude, for one, you're not wearing a Roosevelt. I know it's getting cold, man, but where's that Roosevelt's hoodie at? Come on, man.
I know, that's where I'm lacking. I need a Roosevelt hoodie because it is pretty cold out today, and I'm too stubborn to turn on the heat yet. So I'm rocking a sweatshirt
No
today. I
touching that
do have
thermostat.
a Mickey golf shirt underneath this. I just it's too cold. But I like what
Well,
you're wearing. You're wearing one of the ones we showed off last week.
yes, I told you guys I was going to wear this one if I got it in time, and of course I did, because Roosevelt's is awesome. In fact, I have another Roosevelt's order in the mail. I'm hoping it'll be here tomorrow. But anyways, this is the dismembered one from the new Star Wars collection they did, and it's really funny, guys. This is all different characters that have lost limbs, and there's a dotted line there, where they lost a limb, and then it's separated, which is really cool. The placement was almost perfect for Anakin. They put it right on the pocket here for me, but it's off to the side just a little bit. So had it been a little bit over and down, it would have been perfect. But either way, it was awesome, and I love this shirt. I have this one, and I got the candy corn one as well, which I'll probably be wearing in another episode coming up here.
Neat.
But yeah, on top of that, man, we had some other drops that hit. We don't really talk too much about the Universal ones that came out, but they're just too good not to anymore, man.
It is spooky season. You got to embrace all of it.
It's spooky season, guys. It's not Christmas tree time yet. It's spooky season, so we are in this wholeheartedly. If you see it on the left, it's probably one of my favorite. All the way on the left there, we have some kind of like retro, or not retro, but like vintage monsters look. This whole collection really is that. It's all supposed to show off the Monsters Land at Universal. But I don't know. I think the colors of the one on the left just it's definitely something I would wear.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely something you could wear to their new Dark Universe.
Absolutely. In fact, the Tiki one, that's the one in the middle on the right there. That one sold out really quick.
It
It's
is
another
really cool. They did a nice
it's
job.
yeah, that one's like the monster tiki or something like that. Their tikis have been just doing great. If it's got tiki print on it, everyone's buying them on up. Um, and then we have some hats, we have some jackets that came out. Like they're really stepping their game up.
Yeah, I like
And
the inside liner on the jacket. I didn't even notice that
yeah,
until now. That's cool.
absolutely. No, they're stepping it up like crazy. And I mean, do we have any more pictures here? What else we got?
Now we get the next drop, which
Ah,
is
yes, this one I like. I don't know if I'm gonna get it because I'm waiting for another drop to happen tomorrow. There's a mystery drop at noon when this
and,
video gets released.
yeah. So for
And
those of you listening, we're talking about the Monster Cereals drop.
yes, this one is definitely definitely going to be a hit. All your vintage cereals, like your what do they call the cocoa, like vampire cocoa puffs or something? I don't forget what they call them.
I don't even know. I'm not a big cereal guy, to be honest.
I'm really not, but I know I see the boxes and I think it's kind of funny. But yeah, no, they're doing another drop again tomorrow. These just dropped today. Yeah, these dropped today at 4
Yeah, they came up
um
today. Yeah, the
on Thursday, and then
Count
tomorrow.
Chocula, and I think it's Frankenbeans. I don't
Yes,
know.
you are. Yes, you are right. Oh my gosh, how could I forget that? But yeah, and they're doing another drop tomorrow, which I'm always nervous for because it's one of the noon drops that they do on the app, and you never know what it's going to be.
That's true.
Um,
We'll have to see what it is. It's definitely Halloween related based on their post.
it is, and guys, I do want to point out because we haven't really mentioned this a lot. I can throw a link to it down in the description below later on. The Roosevelt's Insiders page on Facebook. If you are a diehard Roosevelt's fan, that is the place to go. Roosevelt's HQ patrols that page. They watch it. People are on there celebrating. Everyone's lifting each other up on it. Um, I know I've shared a couple outfits on or stuff like that, and just sport them around. So it's definitely an awesome place to go. You do usually have to fill out a form for it. If you get approved, it's usually pretty quick. You'll get added on in, and you get to see kind of all the news before it happens, and you get to be around a group of people that are very comfortable spending thousands of dollars a year on t-shirts like myself. So it's a fun place. It's a fun time. And then of course then you get in the buy sell trade page, which we'll cover that eventually. That's a whole other topic. But either which way, it's an awesome community to be part of. I actually read something. We'll just take a minute to kind of or mention this. There was a story on there recently that there was a child that had a disability that the what was it the Peter Pan drop came out. We remember that one from a couple weeks ago. Um, and that one happened and that one sold out in minutes. That was the crazy chaos drop that they did that
Oh yeah,
everyone bought
I've
up.
been keep looking, hoping this comes back. Such a good one.
Well, it was crazy. And what happened was apparently this kid loved Peter Pan. Like that was his favorite everything. That is his character. And his dad put it up on the page. His story, just explaining to him like, I really wish, I could get it. If anyone has one, like we'll see what we can do to, it'll be big on him, but maybe he'll wear it as he gets older. Scotty, which if you're anyone that follows Roosevelt, you'll know Scotty is I don't know if he's the head of marketing, but he plays a big part. He's the one you see with Mr. Morrow all the time in all of his videos. He reached out to the father and he asked him, what's his son's size? They went it so far as they had a custom shirt made up for him. This is direct from Roosevelt's. They had a single shirt get made up for this kid and sent him. They did not make it in kid sizes. They had one custom made and sent out.
Wow.
And that's just how incredible this company is. And part of the reason why I enjoy everything they do so much, it's a community that gives a lot to each other. Everyone's always lifting each other up, and we're so happy to go ahead and see that, and just keep a smile on everyone's face when you see a really cool shirt out there. You know what I mean? I never pass by one and say, every time I see one, I walk up, hey, nice shirt. So if you ever see me at the park say that, trust me, I'm like a broken record, but I will do it every chance I get because
Nice.
it's that awesome. So,
Cool.
but
Well, Nick,
Yeah, keep it moving, man.
yeah, I wanted to. I'm gonna confuse you. I'm going a little out of order.
Oh, geez.
I want to talk about an experience I had over the weekend. My wife and I, we went to go see the Harry Potter and the Cursed Child on
That sounds
Broadway.
spooky.
Um, it is not a spooky movie for sure. It is actually probably one of the coolest. It's not a movie at all. It's a play. It's probably the coolest Broadway play performances I've ever seen personally. This show has it all. It has a story. It has special effects. I mean, we're talking about like projections. They do stuff with pyrotechnics, misdirection, like classic magic tricks, levitation. They do special lighting, and there's a whole rotating stage. They had it all. So
Wow.
what this show is about is it follows the story of Harry Potter's son, Albus Severus Potter, and it has a lot to do with time travel, which is actually really interesting because you're thinking, how can they portray time travel on a live stage? And Nick, they nailed it.
Okay.
And they don't even have like they have their scenes changed pretty good, but not like crazy. Like it's not like they have giant. They're not moving in and out giant set pieces very often. So yeah, I was extremely impressed by it. What I will say is you definitely need the background of seeing the Harry Potter movies to understand this play. Like if you don't know it, you won't really understand what's really happening. But either way, the effects were awesome. Highly recommend it. I know it's not Disney, but I was so impressed with this play that I just had to share it with you all.
Well, right on, man. And I do want to ask. This has been out for a while, but I do want to ask, what are your thoughts on them turning that into a movie? Because that's something I've always hoped they would do. I've never seen it, but it's always been a hope of mine that they would turn it into something like that.
Yeah, I mean, let's think about Wicked. Wicked was on Broadway for very long time before they turned it into a movie. I mean, this is the first time Harry Potter has really ventured into its world tour, or you could probably just the American tour. So probably after they put the tour all over the country, potentially overseas, you'll probably see this come to a movie format.
Very nice. Yeah, no, that's always been my hope. I know they announced this years ago, and I think they did a lot of performances in London and stuff like that prior. But yeah, that's always been a hope of mine, is to go ahead and kind of continue that storyline, and well, on a different kind of line. They did Fantastic Beasts, which was awesome, but it'd be cool to go ahead and see the other side of it. Which
Yeah, the Harry Potter line, yeah, the storyline is fantastic, and this is like it's really good. I was very impressed with it.
You know what I would have been more impressed with? If you
What?
had a Roosevelt that was Harry Potter. Oh wait, they make them. Did you not know that?
I did not. I know. I forgot they did that. To be honest,
Guys, there's a Roosevelt for everything. Okay, we don't talk about every single one because there's so many that come out in a week. Like, yeah, if I get it, I'll try to go ahead and tell you guys, let you guys know which ones I've gotten. I mean, my collection's immense as it is, but seriously, there are like thousands of these out there, and all different ones. Some of them are so incredibly rare. I mean, we're not even talking the ones you get at the different Comic Cons and stuff like that. So just pure craziness. But anyways, but dude, that is awesome though. I'm so happy
yeah.
to hear that you went to that.
Thanks. Well, let's jump into some Disney news. How about it?
Disney news. Let's do it.
Let's start off in some news that dropped last week. Actually, while we were recording, didn't really drop. I just kind of didn't realize that it was the last day for Animation Courtyard, which means my beloved arc is going away and the wonderful world of Disney animation is coming soon.
Yes, it is. Dude, there's so many walls there right now.
I know, and I'm wondering like when they're going to tear down my arc, and it's going to be very sad. We got to get there pronto to get some final views of it. Or you can do what Nick's showing right now and download our printable version and have it forever in your home.
Do you have this listed right
now? Yeah, it's up there.
Oh, it is. Okay. Oh, phew. I was like, am I showing one I shouldn't be right now?
No, we have it up there.
Okay. Gosh.
And so yeah, Disney animation. The magic of Disney animation is coming in 2026. So, Nick, on the other side of the park, and speaking of things closing, Dinosaur. What's going on there?
Wow, that's a That's a fun photo right there.
I know,
Where
right?
did you get that one from?
That Disney provided it.
Oh, so like they were definitely posing for it, except that one little girl in the front who's just terrified out of her mind.
Yeah.
The dad says they gave me a Mickey bar to go ahead and do that. The mom says maybe a margarita, and then all the girls in front are just like, oh, this is wow, okay, this is happening. That's fun.
But the focus here isn't actually the people; it's what's around the people.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
You didn't tell me we were doing this. I would have gotten my Dr. Siegler, hello there out again. Oh, jeez. Anyways, let's go do this. So, yes, Dinosaur is closing on February 1st. So why not just add some attraction photo art just because? Yeah, I mean, they haven't really changed the photo frames of this like forever. So they did now. And I gotta say, this picture looks so staged just because look how white and like clean the rover looks. I don't think I've ever seen the rovers look
like you're supposed to be focusing on like the actual frame and you're just like focused on the people.
This is what the people want, man. They're wondering like, wow, how do I get a shot? That's a good Christmas card.
You haven't mentioned that on the right it has a little pterodactyl that's saying nice work. And then
it's saying nice work to the people that cleaned it.
At the bottom it says you made it, just like they did in the ride. I mean, it's a great frame and it's dated. So if you have a 2025 frame, you were probably one of the last people to ride it.
I think what still gets me is that I still think that the photo should be at the very end where the dinosaur comes straight out at you. But I get it. People will be way too scared. Like I always like wait for that scene. I'm like, oh, it's going to scare me. And I'm like, oh, it wasn't that scary. But like the one where they do the photo, it's like you're just stopped there, and it's like, wait, what's happening? Flash, picture, and it's like, oh goodness. Yes, it's a photo frame. It's nice. That rover looks very clean. They cleaned it up for the ride for that picture, I guess. Wow, sorry, that was a fun little tangent there. Yeah, so February 1st, guys.
February 1st. So I wonder if they're gonna do one more frame for
Christmas tree time?
No, for 2026 because it's open for 1 month.
What if they do? I wonder if they do one for like closing day.
They're gonna have to do something because they can't do 2025 frame once it hits 2026. So I'll be interested to see what they do.
Just do like they just did for Disney World the other day because they did have their 45th anniversary, 45th birthday or something. No.
Oh, Disney World.
They had the pin out the other day. It was
just the other day was Disney World's 54th anniversary, which I can't believe it's been 4 years since the 50th. I feel like the 50th was literally yesterday.
I feel old.
I can't believe it's been 4 years. I'm thinking back. I'm like, was it really that long ago?
I miss Enchantment a little bit.
I just heard it's coming back for.
I saw that
for Disney After Dark, or is that what they call it?
Yeah.
I think it's Disney.
I think it was After Hours. I thought
After Hours. Sorry, After Hours. I don't know where I made that up.
Yeah, it's Disneyland After Dark. I think is what. They do at Disneyland. Gotcha. But yeah, no. So that'll be fun. But yeah, so Dinosaur closing February 1st. So, do you want me to go into the next piece, or do you want to?
Yeah, go ahead. Jump. Yes. No.
Oh, I'm excited because we get to go talk about Lincoln Logs, guys. There's a new Lincoln Log set coming to Frontierland. Do you have a picture of it?
Yep.
Yeah, you do. Look at that. Let's see. They're going to be. What does it say? You have notes here. It says Big Thunder Mountain. Country
yep. So that's in the front there.
Oh, okay. So this is what they are. Oh,
yes, legitimately.
So, all right. We threw this kind of together last minute, guys. It's been a long day. So yes, Big Thunder Mountain in the front with the train, which eventually we'll see that open again. We're looking forward to that. Then we have the Country Bear Musical Jamboree in the back. I won't get into singing, guys, I promise. And then we have the Frontierland Trading Post, which, fun fact, guys, Jeremie has the Wilderness Lodge set from back in the 90s.
Yeah, check it out. This is what that's not. So this is more pictures from it. And then this is the set I have.
Look at that. Gosh.
I still have in the original tin cylinder with all the accessories. And what I would actually do with this set, Nick, is when I would play at home, I used to take over our side living room and I would legitimately turn into Disney World. I would set up my monorail, put up my Contemporary Resort expansion, which I still have that as well. And then I would be like, "Oh, time to build the Wilderness Lodge," and I would build it up, and then I would set up my Magic Kingdom with all my attractions in it. I have a bunch of attraction vehicles. I should really show off that collection at one point.
You should, and real quick, we got to give people some context here, man, because we've gone this whole time and we haven't even told anyone any of this. They just think we're just two people that know a lot about Disney. Fun fact, guys, I've known Jer since second grade, and we've been best friends ever since. So he was a little bit more involved with Disney stuff before I was, and now I think I've surpassed you. Like, it's been like a running race to see. I think I like have shot past that at that point.
Wow, that's kind of like fighting words, but okay.
It's kind of had, like shots fired.
That is some shots fired for sure. You know what? You're making the print of the week next week. It's on you.
Who's better than Beacon Barrel so far?
All right.
Okay. Who's seen the hanging foot?
Nick, let's raise our hands in the room if we've been to Disneyland. All right. Okay.
I get Disneyland prints that you made. Oh shoot! Well, eventually, but no, seriously though, guys, we have a lot of love for Disney. I mean, we've been friends for forever. I remember growing up. We can talk more about it as it gets closer and all that too, because we want to talk more about Christmas stuff as that time hits. But I hope you have some pictures, or you're going to set your living room up this year, like with all your Disney stuff, like you normally do. You gonna go do the monorail and all that?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh hell yeah! So. We're definitely going to have to go do something fun with that, because ever since I've known Jared, he sets up this incredible elaborate display in around his Christmas tree and all that, and around it. Like it's insane. He's been doing that for years. And part of that Lincoln log set, I think, was what you used to add down to it too, right?
Maybe not around the tree at Christmas, but I mean, that thing got built a lot. I did it many times.
Oh gosh.
I definitely missing a few little bolts to the roof, because they all like snap together.
You could 3D print some?
I could at this point. Yep, definitely could.
Vintage, man. Anyways, man. So, yes, apparently there's also a Fort Wilderness set that exists as well.
That one's also from the 90s. I just don't have it.
Well, we're going to have to work on that, man.
Yeah.
But no, seriously, that is so cool to go ahead and see. Love me some Lincoln Logs. And I'm hoping they're going to go ahead and be selling these at the park, I would imagine.
Oh yeah, I would think so.
It'd be a nice little kit to go pick up for my niece or nephew or something like that. But anyways, enough about the Lincoln Logs and all the toys and all that stuff. We had a birthday happen.
One big birthday.
Yeah, we did. So take us, or what was it? September 26th. We had. I always pronounce it's Bosco.
Yeah, that's close enough.
Bosco. It's actually stands for meatball is the actual name and what it goes with. But yeah, no, that's a picture from there. Mr. Morrow got to go to his birthday party, which was so
that.
Cool.
I did see that. That was really cool.
Yeah, I'm like, Mr. Morrow stepping on up here. Like, he's getting quite the presence with Disney, man. I'm so proud of him. That is so awesome. But yeah, no, Bosco has been there for a whole year. That was the baby tiger that they had last year, and that was the talk of the town and all that. And there was a huge line to go ahead and see him.
I don't think he's been here for a year. I think he's legitimately just 1 year old. I don't think he was born. I don't know if he was born on site. He might have been born on site, but he hasn't been in his exhibit for a year. It's only been.
Gotcha. Well, I know when he did get brought down there was a huge crowd to go ahead and see him.
Oh, yeah, no, it was. Crazy. I mean, it was a big deal when he came because he was still a baby cub, but now he's legitimately 1 year old. He's grown a lot. I mean, he was so tiny before.
Those are like that dog you get when, little tiny thing here, and the next thing you know, a year later, they're like the size of your couch. Yeah, that's what happens to those. So, but anyways, well, yeah, happy birthday, Bosco.
Happy birthday, Bosco.
But Jared, take us in. We have a lot more like Animal Kingdom related stuff this week. I mean, yes and no, but take us into the next part, because why not?
Yeah, we have some movie news that highly inspires the things you see in Animal Kingdom today. Let's start with Avatar. not the Last Airbender, but the blue people from space, and James Cameron's Avatar, to be specific. So this is the third movie. Is coming out. I don't know actually when it's coming out, but it is called Fire and Ash. So that is the first one is Avatar. The second one is The Way of Water, and here comes Fire and Ash.
Comes out December 19th.
Very well. December 19th. Nick, the visuals in this movie are incredible as always. I always had to, like, if you're going to go see this movie, see it in the biggest theater possible.
There's
not
some
gonna...
movies that are made for IMAX.
Yeah.
This is one of them.
Yep, that definitely. And I am going to be honest, I have not seen The Way of Water yet. It is on my list to go watch. The one thing I did watch this trailer, and the one thing I really thought was a lot of fun were crab robots.
Oh, I love those. The crabs.
They're all like little crab and this guy, see this guy right in the front? See this guy right in the front, like in the scene.
He's doing what I would do. He's
going like this. He's like ready to fight in a crab in a crab robot. I was like, this is the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
Yeah, it made me laugh when I saw those come out. I'm like, oh, crab robots, neat.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, and other movie news, Zootopia 2's trailer dropped on September 29th. So this one I did watch as well as the other one. And this one is apparently about that snake you see there, right there, that little blue snake, which is, see how they're running away? Well, apparently snakes are not liked in Zootopia, or neither are any reptiles, which I had no idea that was an issue until I saw this trailer. So in this movie, it looks like Judy and Nick's mission is to change the script on that and get reptiles welcomed into the city of Zootopia. So
I still gotta say, I still don't understand what who is the character up at the top there. Do we know his name?
Oh, the one that's
flying.
I think he's
like one of the main characters. But
yeah, I think he's the mayor.
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, I was wondering where he fits in, but I keep seeing pictures of him.
Played by Patrick Warburton, remember?
Yes, that's right. Yes.
So, and the other thing that's exciting is with the trailer drop, we got some new outfits coming to Disney's Animal Kingdom.
Okay, I like that.
Yep, pretty neat. And you can see that Nick is now a police officer.
Look at that. Badge and all.
Yep.
That's awesome. No,
not really one for wearing a uniform, but you know.
No. It looks like he's wearing a Roosevelt. Come on.
Wow, it kind of does.
Wow, we need to get him on it. Nick Wilde wearing a Roosevelt. I like it. Okay, we can make it happen. Roosevelts, come on. We're already selling them in the parks. Let's add it to some clothing, you know. That's too funny. No, I do gotta say, out of the two movies coming out, man, I'm more excited for this one than I am Avatar. But I think you knew that.
Mm-hmm.
Nick has a has a little bit of a dislike for Avatar. Should I tell him why, Jer? Do we have time?
I actually don't know why, but why?
Oh, okay. So story time. I went my first time over to Avatar Land at Animal Kingdom. Actually for your bachelor trip.
Oh, that was the day before we got there. Yeah.
Yes, it was. No, it was a little bit longer before. So it was like a week.
Oh, you were there for like 2 or 3 days before. So that's right.
Yeah, I was there for like a week before, and then like a week after, because whatever. And I went after just driving like 18 hours, and having some terrible sleep in my car. I was like, well, I can't check into my hotel yet, so I'm going to go to Animal Kingdom because I was like, I don't know what else to go do. And I went out to Animal Kingdom. And I was like, oh, well, I'm here nice and early. Like, let me run over to Avatar Land for the first time. Because I had always avoided it because I always knew how crowded it got. I didn't want to waste most of my park day doing that. And on top of that, if you don't really look for it, it's kind of hard to find. I'm not going to lie. It's a little bit, you really do got to kind of beeline over that direction to get there. If you're not looking, you can totally miss that whole area. And I went over there and I was like, oh, this will be fun. So I hopped in line for the Flight of Passage. I was in line for 3.5 hours.
Well, They do that on purpose so you can watch the Avatar movie while you wait in line.
No, this is. Oh my God. I was watching, I think, Fire Country at that point. I watched like 3 episodes just standing there. Like it was. So what happened was we got up. And I was moving really quick, like all the way through the queue, and then I get up to the room where they have the tank in there, and he's floating in there and all that, and the line just stopped.
Oh,
Like
that's
they were
not
like,
good.
oh, we're running at half capacity, and I'm like, what does that even mean right now? And then everyone didn't understand that like you couldn't leave the line, and I was so far in there, and if you've been through that queue, you know that queue goes on. I mean, it's gonna be like a half a mile queue by the time you're all done. It's ridiculous. And I was so far away from the exit that I was like, there's just no way. So people started cutting through and just finding random doors and going through them into backstage areas. It was insane. I did finally get on it. It took me forever. And I wasn't all that impressed with it all, but I mean, it is cool. It's just, I don't know. I find Soarin'
Yeah, when the
really
ride
better.
came out, it definitely felt more special than it does now. I think kind of over time, also the quality of the projections kind of deteriorate a little bit, and they need to get refreshed. And Disney needs to just jump on that more quickly. But yeah, I can see it. If I don't think it's a waiting in line for 3 hours kind of ride anymore. It was when
No.
it first opened, but not anymore. And the pre-show is really my least favorite pre-show.
Yeah. I mean, it's tough too. The biggest disadvantage to that ride you have is that it makes it difficult with how they load everyone and how they have to get everyone set up. Because if, we can kind of give you a little bit of an idea of the mechanics of the ride. You have multiple rooms that you're in that take you into these chambers or whatever you want to call them, where you would get seated to go connect with your avatar. So you have all different levels. I think there's like 4 levels in there that you go up.
There's 3 in total.
3 levels. So some people will go down, others will go up, and then you'll have the ones that are level. And that everyone has to get loaded up, like the entirety of everyone in there. So I mean, you're probably talking like 200 and something probably guests by the time you're done with all those rooms loaded. I mean, it's ridiculous how many rooms there are. Once you get all loaded up, then then they can start the ride. So they're waiting on all those people to get seated, get situated before they can start it. So it can make it a little bit time consuming. And they obviously only have the one chamber to go do it. And being that it's also the number 1 attraction at the park, it definitely gets a lot of traffic. So if you have some time to kill, it's a good one for that. It's a really interesting ride. I just, for how long I stayed in there, I don't know. It put a really bad taste in my mouth for it. But anyways, man, enough about that. I'm excited to go ahead and see Zootopia, but I have a little bit more to go ahead and share on Zootopia that's headed to Animal Kingdom. If you have a second here.
We do.
All right. Look at those posters, man. I want one of those. I like that. All right. Well, so Zootopia, Better Zoogether comes out of Animal Kingdom on 7/7/20. That date's wrong.
That's wrong. I think
That's
it's
wrong.
2026.
7/7. No, it's 10/7. 10/7.
Oh.
No.
No.
I'm so sorry. 11/7/2025. It's coming out
November 7th.
November 7th.
No, yeah. Huh.
11/7/2020.
Okay, so November. Okay.
November 7th, 2025.
Sorry for the confusion, everyone.
Yes. So November 7th. It's the day. So setting with that, guests are going to enter the Tree of Life amphitheater, hopefully not get jabbed in the back by those stingers. And they're just going to have arrived in time for Zoogether Day, a citywide holiday in Zootopia. Your host is going to be led by Heidi Howler. She's a lively wolf who's a mix of a broadcaster and entertainer, kind of like myself. And she's running the Zoogether Day live streaming with a watch party with jokes, energy, and a whole lot of howling. And the whole celebration is about unity between Zootopia's different biomes. And the show is built around performances for all across the city. So if you guys have watched any of the movies, you guys know we have Tundra Town, which is going to be featuring an ice skating spectacular. Marsh Market, which is going to have synchronized swimming. Little Rodenia, which is a drone light show with mice pilots. I love that, actually. That is so cool. And we're going to have Gazelle, which is the pop star at the final concert. So we talking Shakira on that? I think we're talking Shakira
Yeah,
on
oh,
that.
yeah, for sure.
Oh, absolutely. Those hips don't lie. And then the audience is going to essentially be watching the live stream together with Heidi and all the characters. So that sounds like such a fun time, man.
Nick, if I had to bet, the current technology that is in there right now for lowering the spiders from the ceiling, I bet you they're going to
Nightmares.
reuse that for the little drone light show.
Okay.
I will almost put a bet on it.
Okay.
I really
guess I
wonder
could
what
see
they're going to
that.
do also with the animatronics, because you have the giant hopper and the giant flick
Stuff of
animatronics.
nightmares. Oh
So
my
I'm wondering
gosh.
if they're going to reuse some of them, and you'll maybe have. So, well, you're not down to the size of a bug anymore, so they would have to be larger animals. Well, you can't really use Nick Wilde because he's too small. You'd have to use a larger character for those.
True.
We'll see.
No, that's some food for thought, man. I'm curious to see on that one. I mean, hey, we know that Disney's got some plans to reuse some things for some of their attractions. I mean, we have some looks of the Penguins going for the Muppets and Rock and Roller Coaster. Just saying.
That's true. That's true.
Don't know what they're doing, but we know that that they're going to be there. So, but anyways, man, enough about the news. Let's give the people what they want. So, without further ado, let's get a little bit of boo going to you.
It's true. It is time for our print of the week. This week is the Boo to You Halloween Parade. Mickey's Boo to You Halloween Parade, to be exact. This is this week's print, inspired by the sign that the very first float that has the Halloween Parade name on it. I did use a lot of inspiration from actually the photo pass thing that they hold, which is almost exactly the same. If you're wondering,
Very nice.
that's what made this a lot easier. Yeah, so let's jump into the parade. I have a lot I want to tell you guys about, and also some awesome conversation points that I think will be fun to talk about. So
This is one of my favorite parades by far.
Yeah, it is iconic, and it's awesome. Let's jump into it. So this parade debuted in 1999. On October 1st, as part of Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. The party started in 1995, so it took 4 years. So the parade hasn't always been there, believe it or not.
What?
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. The iconic song, Boo to You, was written specifically for the parade. It's a really fun song, and it's always playing in my head, that's for sure. Honestly, when I first heard Boo to You, I was like, wow, this is really annoying, and it has grown on me so much that I really like it.
I think for me, I like when they get ready to start the parade. You'll kind of know, because for one, when the park changes over to the Halloween party, everything suddenly goes to just like the whole park just becomes Haunted Mansion. But I think it's really cool to go ahead and hear the Boo to You, and like they just start
they wind
slowly,
it up
slowly ramping it up. It's like, okay, this is kind of creepy. What's happening? And all of a sudden, it's like, oh, there's a whole parade. It's not so scary.
Yeah, I agree. The intro to the parade is awesome. And speaking of the intro to the parade, we cannot not talk about the Headless Horseman.
Oh, my favorite shirt right there, man.
Yeah, so since its debut, the parade has traditionally been led by the Headless Horseman, galloping down Main Street, USA. And it's one of the most anticipated moments of the evening. I will mention, since I said of the evening, that this parade happens twice a day, at 8:15 and 11:15 during the Halloween party. So yeah, it really sets the mood. Weather can sometimes cancel his ride, so do be aware of that. If it is raining, you might not see him. The pro tip that I have is, Nick, I don't know if you noticed, but by Ron's spot, by the DVC booth in Frontierland, because of the pavement there, he has to slow down because they're afraid the horse will slip.
Another reason why it's the best spot.
So it's really cool because you get a much better look at him, because he's not just walking slowly, he's trotting. So Yeah, he's moving pretty quickly. The other thing that's always fun about the Headless Horseman is behind them is always a cast member pushing along a cart to pick up any potential horse droppings, and everyone goes crazy for that person.
I was gonna say that's the best character in the entire parade right there.
I
man.
know everyone loves them. I think it's funny. It's a funny thing.
It's so funny. That's very Disney. You know what I mean? Everyone just clapping for that person.
Jumping into some of the later editions. Well, this is Mickey in his Halloween costume at the beginning of the parade. Some of these photos are from when I was there back in 2019 at the Halloween party.
I was gonna say, man, I got a couple videos that I could definitely turn into some reels later on.
Absolutely.
Of all this, not from this year, but from last year when I went. Awesome footage I have of it. So
you should. Jumping into the Haunted Mansion section of the parade, it is definitely the parade's crown jewel. It is really popular, obviously. The piece that everyone loves is the grave diggers, creating sparks on the pavement with their shovels. They have some awesome dance moves, and I mean, they're really so iconic, and they've been around for a very long time.
That's it. Pictures never justify, guys. It's so cool to watch them do this in person. Like, it's so well choreographed. And then my favorite is, are you talking anymore about Haunted Mansion? I don't want to spoil it.
There's one more place I'm going with it. And it's just the float.
Yeah, there we go. Those are my favorite there because I love when they do their dance and they all do the thumbs up, or the thumb up for the ride, like doop doop doop. And I love that. They're just so well choreographed. That plays rent free in my head like all the time.
For sure. I do, and it's also nice to see them as a walk around character during the party as well. They usually can be found on the upper levels of Frontierland. You can look up at them. So
over by, I think they switched out with the Cadaver Dans, I believe.
Correct.
That's also what they play. So they'll switch out.
Yeah, Frontierland's a place to be.
Absolutely. What else we got in this parade?
One more photo of the Haunted Mansion section with the bride and the ballroom dancers, where you can potentially find a famous cast member playing. For that is also a. Will tell you if you're naughty or nice.
Naughty.
He's don't want to be in his naughty list. That's all I'm saying.
No.
If you know, you know.
Nice.
And then in 2005, Disney started adding villains. There was a villains expansion. We got Maleficent, Jafar, Cruella. I know that what's her name? Ursula also is added in, and there's a great song for that portion. It's good to be bad.
It's good to be bad.
I do love that portion for sure.
Oh, it's awesome.
And then there have been some evolving floats over the years. Also, I really love this band. They're rocking out the whole time.
Oh yeah, you can tell they're not playing it. They're just there, just having fun. They're just dancing and just chilling out.
They're fun though. I enjoy them.
Gosh, I love it.
And then so they've been
Whoa, spoilers!
Sorry, I hit a button.
Jeez.
I hit a button.
That was a serious button right there.
Yeah, don't hit the up or down
now,
button.
Okay?
Yeah, it skips
down.
It skips a bunch of slides.
Scary.
Anyway, there've been some evolving floats over the years, such as like this one's not even in the parade anymore.
No,
the Collectibles are not there, but they were there when I was there.
Interesting.
You had Goofy and this candy company get added, which I think I have in here. Oh, that's Vanellope. No, I don't have Goofy in here, but Vanellope.
That one smells incredible.
Yeah, I think she took Goofy. I think Goofy used to be on there, and she took that spot. And then also
she did. You're 100% right.
And then
that one's new,
Ralph and the Sugar Rush, and then I would see another old one. And then what was I looking for in here? Oh yes. When Pirates of the Caribbean got it. This is one of my favorite floats because we get a face character of Captain Barbossa, which I think is really neat.
When are they going to bring back the pirates in Pirates of the Caribbean for Halloween?
Yeah, they didn't do that this year, huh?
No, it's been like 2 years now they haven't done it.
Yeah, that stinks. That was kind of fun.
Was it like for the 50th maybe that they did it?
No, they did it in 2019 when I was there, I remember.
Was that? That was pre-COVID, though.
That was pre-COVID, yeah. So that
That
was
was
before the 50th.
everything changed after that,
Yeah,
guys.
they didn't. I haven't brought them back. Maybe they. I don't know. I hope they do. I mean, honestly, though, it was like the extent of one or maybe two pirates.
Well, they
I
were just
like.
heckling you the whole time. You just
I
going
know.
through.
I just wish they had more of them.
Oh yeah, 100%.
One or two was kind of like, oh, cool. Like
And if
having a
one was,
bunch there would have been more exciting.
and if one happened to be played by Johnny Depp, we wouldn't complain, right?
I wouldn't complain. He's done it in Disneyland, not during any Halloween event, but he has come and done it in Disneyland a couple of times.
That's so funny.
It's crazy. So yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean got introduced in the 2010s as that that line of movies was very popular. And also can't forget about
They've changed that one so much now.
Yeah, the Hoedown. Yeah, this isn't even the same anymore.
Yeah,
the Country Bears got added, and
yeah, it used to be chickens behind it. Now it's scarecrows, and they keep changing it.
Yeah, so it's a very nostalgic parade. You know, I do also love Minnie and
there's Sanderson sisters out.
There's the Sanderson system. So yeah, Nick, what would you say your favorite float is from Mickey's Not So Scary?
All right, float. I would say is gonna be the Haunted Mansion one. I love when they do that whole scene there, and they do the doop doop doop. It just I don't know. It lives rent free in my head. I said it before. As far as favorite group or favorite like act, Gravediggers, hands down.
Gravediggers can't beat them.
Hands down, they're incredible. I'm definitely gonna have to go ahead and make some reels of that later on because it's so iconic, guys. But yeah, no. How about you?
I would say my favorite float has to be the band, just because of how hard they rock out the entire parade.
Yeah,
they're just a vibe. I like them.
Right
and
on.
then obviously can't be the Gravediggers. You already said that, so I'm not going to argue with that. Nick, I think we already touched about the best spot to watch the parade, which is in Frontierland by that particular spot. I bet there's a few other spots the Headless Horseman has to slow down a bit that we're not thinking of.
I know. You ready for this?
Okay.
The firehouse on Main Street. That window.
Oh. I guess you're not.
It's a great
wrong.
spot.
Yeah.
You'd have to slow down. He's going on in.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, honestly, the end of a parade is never a bad spot to watch a parade, though. If you're the last guest they see, they usually will do something a little special for you.
I mean, this guy's lost his head though, so I don't know how much you're going to.
That's true. He's probably not. He's probably not coming to chat. That's all I'm saying.
No.
Are there any villains or characters that you wish that are missing that you wish were added potentially?
Bowler hat guy.
Yeah.
He's been in there in years past.
Yeah, he has been because he's literally in one of my pictures here. He's not like
no, he's not in there this year. I don't think. It's just,
no,
I don't know. It's just cool.
I didn't put the picture of him, but I have a picture and he's in it.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. Meet the Robinsons has always been one of my absolute favorite movies growing up, and it is a lot deeper meaning behind it. We won't go into it right now, but I just always liked that character. It's just so like random. You know what I mean? It's like you don't who he is, but it's like, oh, why is he here? How about you though? What do you think?
I think the face character Hercules. The face character or Hercules would be not Hercules. Hades would be fun. To put on the villain float. But let's get into my other question, which is, if you were to add one new float based on a franchise that's not there today, what would you add?
You go first.
Or a movie. Not a movie. Oh, so the one I had a few ideas written there, and you feel free to steal one of them if you can't think. But the one that I really want is Coco. I know there's a Coco float in Starlight, but I want an Ernesto de la Cruz float.
Ernesto de la Cruz.
If you've seen him in at Boogie Boogie Bash, you'll know how awesome he is there. So having his own float and him singing "Remember Me" would be really fun.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and throw one out there. This is not on your list.
Okay,
say it with me. Halloween Town. Disney owns the rights to all the movies. Like they've made all those movies.
I don't think they've ever done any live action portrayal on a parade.
Do like just one like float. Do like the pumpkin with like Benny sitting on it. You know what I mean? Like just something.
Okay. I mean, even like you think about, I mean, the only live action movie that they've kind of brought to the park for an event like this would be Hocus Pocus on the stage show. That's really it.
True. Yeah,
And then even in the parade, they dress Minnie and friends as them. So I don't know.
I'm just thinking.
I think they would have to get creative with Halloween Town, but I'm not saying it's totally out of the question. The other one that I think most people are surprised by is there's currently not a Nightmare Before Christmas float, right?
Yeah, how is there not?
I don't know. I think this because they want to save him for the meet and greet. If you don't know, they do have a meet. Jack and Sally have a meet and greet in what is that building called? Town Hall.
Yeah.
And the line for that throughout the party is ridiculous. So good luck. Maybe that's the reason they don't want to put him in a float. I don't know.
Guys, all I got to say is if you're planning on going to do that, get there so early and be prepared for that to be one of the only things you do.
Right.
It's cool. Don't get me wrong, but my word, it's a lot to risk on that.
But we want to, that's our thoughts, our ideas, but we want to hear from you, the listeners, in the comments below. If you were to add one float to the Boo to You Halloween Parade, what would it be and why?
Yes, absolutely. Keep us keep that conversation going. And yeah, we'd love to hear your thoughts on it for sure. So real quick, we're going to go back to our print. This was one that Jeremy made up. This one, it can be done with or without an AMS. We can do layer stacking.
Yes, sir.
How many colors was this, Jer? 5 colors?
Just over 4. It's 5 colors. Yes. Only because the bottom color has to be, that's a spiral.
Yeah, like an accent.
It's got to be something slightly different. So,
yeah, mine's not quite as cool as that. I did like a black and white or black and purple like silk there, so it's a little bit weird. Jer has his as a plate. I took mine a step further and I added magnets because why not? And then I said, you know what? I want something to go on my wreath for a little bit. And I didn't really feel like reprinting the whole thing because doing the 5th layer swap is kind of time consuming at times. So I just printed a little adapter for my Lego wreath and I just double-sided taped it to my wreath. So
yeah. Hasn't fallen off yet?
Nope, it is not.
All right.
And when I'm all done, I'm just going to take the tape off and put it on my whiteboard.
There you go.
But anyways, that's the print for the week. We'll go ahead and have that there. But Jared, we showed a little bit of a picture over there, but what else are we going to talk about here?
We have some printer upgrades for Nick.
Upgrades, people, upgrades.
You know it, guys. My Sunlu AMS dryer just came in today. This is by far one of the best products I've gotten for my bamboo printer. And we talked about it before it got released, that I was pre-ordering it. I was really excited about it. It lives up to the hype. I'm going to be very honest with you guys. If you are looking for a filament dryer anytime soon, and you have a bamboo printer with an AMS, hold off. Best advice I can give you is hold off. Get this. These are going to be going for about $120.
That's not bad
by the time they're done. Dude, it's so not. It was super easy to switch out. I had mine done as a pre-order, so I was able to go ahead and get mine today. They're all shipping out of the US too, so nice and quick shipping time and all that. 4 screws, you take out the old hinges on the back for your old lid, and that drops right on. That is a totally independent filament dryer that covers the entire chamber there. So you have 4 rolls getting dried at once. It works so well. You can set the timer on up to 99 hours, I believe. Has presets for all different types of filament to keep the humidity at the right level. And it works across all the every single spot there. So as you're printing now, you don't have to stop like with the other bamboo one, which that was something I did not know when I got my AMS2. With this one, I'm able to go ahead and be drying as I'm printing, which is a game changer for me. I go through probably about like 6 to 10 like kilograms of filament in a week. So, yeah, I'm always ordering more. It works so well, though. If you look at my hydrometer down below, it's at 58%. This thing was cooking so hot and well earlier that it was literally like baking my silica beads I had in there. And it was drying them out, but that's why the humidity was so high. It was like almost like creating like a film with how well it was working and drying everything out. It's there's a little vent on top too that you can open to go ahead and let some of the moisture and all that out of there. It's awesome. It's a very drop, just 4 bolts or 4 screws in there, and you're good to go. And the power cord, you're good to go. It works with the AMS 1 and the AMS 2. So after seeing how my AMS 2 dries and what it is involved, I'll just take a second to tell you guys. When I got the AMS 2, I think we talked about it a little bit. I was really excited for the drying capability of it, and it can dry. Do not get me wrong. The problem with that is that you have to have all the spools taken out of the inlet form, so they can't be anything loaded per se in there because it rotates the spools, and because it does that, you cannot have anything loaded in there. And if you do, it won't allow you to do the drying function, and the drying function is controlled from the, I believe it's actually, you can only do it from the printer itself, and you can only do upwards of like 6 hours. So, just keep that in mind, that it does work. It is nice. But for someone like myself that wants to have these things on standby at all times and just hit go wherever I'm at in the world, this is a game changer for me to be able to just keep stuff drying, constantly as I go. So I will definitely be getting another one when they come to market, and you should too. That being said too, we also do have an affiliate link down here for Sunlu, for Polymaker, and also Vision Miner nanopolymer adhesive. Seriously, guys, this stuff, there's nothing else better out there. We put this on our build plates, and it makes anything stick to it perfect. You will never have a failed print if you use this and you have good bed adhesion. We're going to drop the links for that, like we always do, down below for you guys to go ahead and use. And you can get a little bit of a percentage off on Vision Miner on there. And if you use our links down there for Sunlu and Polymaker, just helps support the channel, and we greatly appreciate you guys. There's no cost to you to doing that. Just helps us out and keeps everything rolling here, so we can keep printing you guys more fun stuff and going from there. And as always, keep checking out Maker World. Jared's always putting up new stuff on there, all the prints that we talk about here, and we're so happy to be doing that every week. So grateful for him doing that and seeing what he has to offer with all this fun stuff. So, but guys, with that, we are almost at time. So we're going to go ahead and just want to say thank you again to everyone that keeps coming back every week. 25 episodes. I don't know where.
Yeah, and the big milestone that we hit this week of 100 followers on Facebook.
I know. What happened with that?
Wow, we're getting big. Our reels pop off and people find the channel, and we're just, we're thankful, looking to get a little bit more traction on TikTok now. So, and we got to get our Instagram running. So that's this week's homework.
Yes, so. That's Nick's homework. If you guys can't tell, I'm slacking. Anyways, well, I think the one thing that did help our views last week was our closing there. Jared, do you remember what that was?
Oh yes, I do remember.
Okay, well, I think we should give people what they want, right?
Give it to them one more time.
All right, go for it.
He still has it on standby.
We'll see you in the future, guys. Take care.